Okay, the first thing what we're going to do is take our sheet of white paper. We're going to go fold it in half the long way, the hot dog way, and now we're going to fold it in half the opposite direction so that it looks like this. And we're going to open it up only halfway, so we're back to our hot dog shape. And we're going to take the two ends and fold them to the middle. And again, to the middle. Then we're going to take those same two ends, or the next two ends, they won't be the same, they'll be the next fold, and put them in the center. And what we've done is just folded our paper into 16 equal parts. And we open it up. We have 8 equal parts on this side and 8 equal parts on that side. Our next step will be to take our light colored marker and to draw over all of our folds. So we want to straight the line down the center as we can get, then a line across each of these wrinkles. And if your line wavers a little like mine's doing, don't worry about it too much. It's just giving you the basic idea of where 8 separate but equal parts are located. And now we're ready to draw our 8-headed figure. Now I'm going to mark each line as 1 head, 2 heads, 3 heads, 4 heads, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And the reason I do that is so that we can learn what's at each length. Now, of course, the first head is going to be the head. The second head is going to be the chest. The third head will be the waist and elbows. The fourth head will be the crotch, and in art that's the only term that's used, and the wrist. We have a 4.5 head, and at that is the end of the hands. And at the 5th head we have the mid thigh. At the 6th head we have the knees. At the 7th head we have the mid calf. And at the 8th head, of course, the feet. Now we're ready to draw an oval and use your center line as a guide so that the amount of space you put on this side is the same amount of space, or as close to the same amount of space as you can get on this side. For the shoulders, going to start, don't forget there's a neck. The neck we're not going to use, but you need something to help you know how far down the shoulders are. And to draw the shoulders, I want you to use your fingers. My head is about 2 fingers wide, so that's how wide I'm going to make the shoulders. And on this side, bring those 2 fingers down again, and that's how wide I'm going to use the shoulders, because shoulders are approximately twice the size of a head, so I should be able to fit a head in here and a head in here, and that will make me my shoulders. I'm going to pull this in a little bit. Now look what I've done. I've got the body thick on this side, thin on that side. This is a little too thin, and this may be a little too thick. So I'm going to pull a little bit off here and add a little bit on here. Grab my eraser, take out the lines I don't want. And he looks much more even now. So we have the trapezoid that makes up the chest and the stomach. And now we're going to make another trapezoid to make the hips. So here's our trapezoid. Then we're going to make our thigh, and that goes from the 4th head to the 6th head. And that will be another trapezoid. Lots of those. One leg and the other leg. And then finally a trapezoid, or maybe it's more like a rectangle, for our feet or legs. And then we're going to think of triangles for the feet. Now we'll go back to the shoulder, and we're going to drop in a rectangle for the arms, big rectangle, and then a shorter rectangle. So this is the upper arm from here to the 3 head mark. Here's the lower arm from the 3rd head to the 4th head. We'll do that again over here. Here's our upper arm. Here's our lower arm. The lower arm's thinner at the wrist than it is at the elbow. For the hand, I'm going to make sort of a diamond shape. Diamond that's cut off at the top. Now we're going to use our dark marker, and we're going to color the geometrical shapes. Okay, now I'm going to cut this out. Here is our man.